rock it live right here. Big hello to all the mommies, the daddies, to all our live viewers. Thank you so much for joining us live. Today, it is the 29th of May, and what does that mean? It is the World Digestive Health Day. And to celebrate today, we're here with the Friso Good Poop Advisory Panel to talk about the most visible indicator of your child's digestive health, which is poop, and why digestion is so important for nutrient absorption. This session is proudly brought to you by Friso. Stay with us as we have an interesting experiment coming up, and we'll tell you how as well. You can walk away with some amazing prizes right here. We have 3 Friso fire engines worth $320 to be given away, and not only that, up for grabs is also a really special grand prize for all the good poop officers out there in Singapore. Additional to one more Friso fire engine, the grand prize winner will also receive a very special gift. The limited edition Friso Good Poop Officer Kit. It not only contains the Good Poop Officer cap and stickers in a very cute tote bag, but also a super cute and comfy limited edition sleepwear set worth $308 that's designed in collaboration with local kidswear Maison Q for mommy and your little one to twin together. #twinning. So be sure to stay tuned till the end of this video. To celebrate with us today, we have the Friso Good Poop Advisory Panel, so let's say a big hello to them. First up, we have consultant pediatrician Dr. Katrina Wong. We've also got Principal Dietitian Miss Bibi Chia. And last but not least, the only rose or the only thorn among the roses, we have General Manager for Friesland Campina Singapore, Mr. David Naidu. Thank you all for joining us today on this 29th of May. Now, mommies and daddies, as many of you have experienced, digestion problems are very common in young children. And these digestion woes don't just impact our kids, but it also affect us. And it's not uncommon that we work ourselves up wondering if or when we should be concerned, or if our kids' tummy troubles will pass on their own. So we're delighted to have Dr. Katrina Wong here to discuss the causes of poor gut health and put our worries to rest today. Dr. Wong, how are we doing today?
Good.
Good. Okay, so we recently gathered some common inquiries from parents about the digestion woes their children face. Okay, so we're going to be diving right in. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go for the first question of the day. So a mommy sent in this question. She said, my 2-year-old child has loose stools quite frequently, but otherwise seems to be fine. What causes this, and should I be worried?
Okay, so I think that's a very common scenario, a common question that a lot of parents face. So loose stools can be harmless. Go through your child's diet to make sure that your child's got a balanced diet consisting of enough fat content, enough protein, enough fiber in the diet. And you want to make sure that your child's getting less of processed foods and making sure that your child has enough good fat and enough fiber from fruit and vegetables. So having the right amounts of such nutrients in the diet would give your child healthy poop, and that's important as your child grows.
All right, mommies and daddies, hope that helps out with your knowledge about digestion. So we have a second question, and it's from Mommy Irby. If food is showing in my child's poop, does that mean that the nutrients in the food are not being absorbed well?
Okay, so great question. So it might not be sort of uncommon for you to notice that in your child's poop, you may find that little piece resembling a carrot or some green particles looking like the stem of a vegetable, for example. Now, it does not mean that your child's not healthy just because you find such pieces in your child's poop. Now, all these may come from food particles that are fibrous. So a lot of these vegetables may have fibrous material that may not get absorbed in the child's body and basically comes out as fibrous material in the poop. Now, another common scenario is basically toddler's diarrhea, where your child may have some pieces of food particles in this poop, but your child's otherwise growing well and they gradually outgrow this.
So it's nothing to be of concern.
Yes.
Okay, so thank you, Dr. Wong, for the helpful advice. And we hope that it's enlightening to learn the possible reasons why young children may not be pooping well and what we can do to help achieve a good digestion and absorb the nutrients they need. Well, parents, now that we've got your attention by answering some of your pressing questions, I now have to ask the FRISO Good Poop Advisory Panel, why is good digestion and a good poop so important for young children?
Well, let me take this question.
Okay, David.
Well, the digestive health of young children and its connection with nutrient absorption is sometimes overlooked by parents. We want to remind parents today that it is an important topic, and we want to stress the importance of that to parents today because it's important in the health and development of young children. At FRISO, we believe in the importance of good digestion because we believe that it helps in enabling the nutrient absorption so that children can grow healthily and happily. And when we look at poop, poop is for us the most visible indicator of a child's gut health. Studies also show that, do I do this one? Do I do this one? Okay. Studies also show that a good digestion helps in the breaking down of nutrients from food and also in the absorption of protein, which is vitally important for the health and development of young children.
Okay, so you're saying good digestion could equate to happy children.
Absolutely.
Wow, and with today being World Digestive Health Day, it's a timely reminder that good digestion is so important for good nutrient absorption. But the digestion process is all happening inside the body, so it can be a little bit difficult for parents to, visualize the digestion and the nutrient absorption process. So, good news to all of you watching right here. To help you understand the whole process, we will be showing you a super fun experiment that can be carried out with simple everyday items. And the best part is that it's very easy to do with your kids, and it's something that you can do during the June holidays, maybe next week, sometime in the month. And we're also going to have the FRISO Good Poop Advisory Panel to star in this experiment live today. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to be right back really shortly. Don't go anywhere as we prep for the experiment.
Hi everybody! Did you know that good digestion is so important for good nutrient absorption? My name is David Naidu, General Manager of Fishing Campina, Singapore. With me, I'm delighted to have on my FRISO Good Poop panel Consultant Pediatrician Dr. Patrina Wong and also Principal Dietitian Ms. Bibi Chia. At FRISO, we believe that good gut health is critically important in helping children absorb the nutrients they need to grow up happy and healthily. To help parents visualize this absorption process, we are going to show you today a very simple and fun experiment that can be carried out with simple everyday items.
Ta-da! It is experiment time, and it's time to get our hands busy. So, let's see what we need for this experiment. Let's go to the end of the table. David, what do you have with you?
Well, Sharina, I have orange juice that represents stomach acid,
Ooh.
water that represents saliva,
Mm-hmm.
and some banana and cream crackers to represent food. You can use a leftover banana or cream cracker if you like.
That's something that you guys have at home. Okay, let's go to this side of the table. Bibi, what do you have with you?
First of all, I have a tray that represents the body, and then you need a plastic cup to remove the bottom as a funnel to represent the intestines, and then also lastly a plastic bag to represent the stomach.
Ooh, okay, thanks Bibi. And finally, Dr. Wong, what do you have?
Okay, so I have here a pair of scissors, a pair of gloves, as well as a stocking. So this stocking would go over the cup, and this is going to be the intestines.
Alright, once again, these are all the items that you can find around your house. So David, we're going to start with you. Let's have those cream crackers and bananas in your stomach.
Already done.
Super fast. Love the efficiency right here. And then what you can do is you're going to add the orange juice and
Thank you,
water
Doc.
into the bag. So Dr. Wong's going to help to hold on.
So first I'm going to apply the saliva. I'm just going to pour a little bit of saliva in there. And then I'm going to follow up with some stomach acid, form of orange juice. And we're done.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Simple as that. And this will show you that we are breaking down the food, right? And we're going to seal that
Absolutely.
bag. We're going to make sure you seal it properly and tightly. And we're going to start squishing the stomach together. And of course, this mimics the action of the stomach wall squashing the food together, starting your digestion. Okay, David, I think that's going to take you a couple of minutes to
Yep.
squash the food, so I will ask Phoebe some questions.
Sure.
So after the food is digested by the stomach, it enters the small intestine, and where most of the nutrients are being absorbed. So to all of you watching right here, have you ever wondered how we can tell or make sure that we are getting the nutrients that we need? So baby, I'm gonna ask you your first question because this was a question that's being sent in as well. How do I know if my child is absorbing the nutrients he or she needs from his or her diet?
Well, that's a good question. I get that very often.
Oh.
I think first of all is to ensure that the child has a variety of food in their diet that consists of healthful ingredients. I think that's number one. Now, it's kind of difficult to tell if your child is malnutrition or not. So it is best to make sure they get enough nutrition because prolonged poor nutrition can lead to other health issues.
Okay. And thank you. Do you have anything else to add to that?
Yeah, I think I have a few tips here and there to help your child improve the absorption of nutrients by pairing your food together. So say for example, if you're going to have something that is rich in iron, you want to pair it with something that is high in vitamin C to improve its absorption. So say for example, you might want to eat a kiwi after a meal that say has a spinach soup.
Wow.
That will help with its iron absorption.
Wow, I never knew anything about that. Mommies and daddies, I hope you guys are taking down notes right here.
Yeah, and there are other nutrients that is absorbed better if you pair your food. Say for example, if you have foods that contains fat, healthy fats like avocado, it will help you absorb fat-soluble nutrients better, such as lycopene inside tomatoes, lutein inside green leafy vegetables.
Wow, thanks for that, Bibi. That is really informative, and I hope you mommies and daddies are taking all this information in. Now, for the next question we have Mommy Michelle asking, my child has excessive stomach gas that cannot seem to be expelled by burping or passing gas. What should I do? So that's a question. What do you have to say?
Well, thank you for that question. It does, I think when I meet mothers, this is one of their key concerns, you know, bloating and having a lot of gas, and sometimes the child might not feel so well as well if they're very bloated. And I think first of all is to identify if the child is chewing and gulping in a lot of air, that physical air that goes in may actually cause bloating.
Wow.
But it could also be from the food.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so I guess it's helpful to keep like a diet journal. So depending on the type of food that your child eats, it may cause more gas than other foods. So by keeping a record, it will help you identify those foods. And lastly, there are some foods that tend to give people a bit more gas, such as cauliflower, broccoli, asparagus. Well, these are healthful foods, and so it's not to avoid them, but maybe eat in smaller quantities, or even use your diet journal to identify if these are the foods that are causing your child to bloat or not.
Well, that's a very helpful information. So, mommies and daddies, maybe you can start by today because today is the World Digestive Health Day, right? So, get a journal, write down the food that your children are eating. And, well, for me, I definitely have a better understanding of how food pairings work now. And I hope you, mommies and daddies, did too. So, let's go back to the experiment. We're going to have Dr. Wong and David back in the frame. So, David, can I see your stomach?
Look, all mixed.
All mixed and all good, looking good right there. Now, what we need to do, right, we are going to transfer the food into the small intestines, which is being represented by the tights. Okay, so Let's get all the apparatus ready in this experiment. Alright, so Dr. Wong has got her gloves on because she's going to do something later on. Just watch. Alright, David. Let's have that food in, being digested through the small intestines.
So as you can see, I'm now squeezing the food through the small intestines. Now as you squeeze food through, all the nutrients that your child needs for growth as well as energy will flow into the tray, which represents
on the
your child's
digestion
body.
tract.
Now
And
the
Dr. Wong, what do you
cannot
think? What's there left?
Okay, so you can see that as food travels passed out of the body travels a long way, and that's when a lot of absorption of food takes place. And this is when important nutrients get absorbed by your child's intestines. It gets absorbed into your child's body and helps your child to grow up healthy and strong. Now you can see that as I squeeze, you get more and more absorption as the food travels through the long passage of the intestines. Alright, and you can see that there are some material that's left inside the stockings, and those are the material that may not get absorbed and they come out as poop. So you can see that I think there are certain particles, especially the fibrous ones from certain fruits and vegetables, and that would come out in the child's poop. So when your child's digestive system is working well, every bit of nutrient will get squeezed out and absorbed and into your child's body, such that your child grows up healthy and strong.
Wow, lovely experiments that all of you can try out at home. A big thank you to David, a big thank you to Dr. Wong, and a big thank you to BB for showing us how our digestive system works. Mommies and daddies, I hope you try it out at home with your kids and that you have learned loads from today's session with the Friso Good Poop Advisory Panel. To all you mommies and daddies, to all our loved viewers, what you need to do is check back to this video on the 5th of June because you can find out if you are one of our lucky winners. All you have to do is like and share this video and tell us in the comment section of this video post what experiment our Friso Good Poop Advisory Panel carried out. Clues were included, so make sure to watch back if you didn't catch it. Remember, you stand a chance to win our grand prize, a Friso fire engine worth $320, plus that limited edition sleepwear by Maison Q, and a Good Poop Officer kit containing a Friso Good Poop Officer cap and stickers in a cute tote bag. And don't forget, we've got that 3 additional prizes. The 3 Friso fire engines to give away to all the Good Poop officers out there. A big thank you to all of you who have submitted your questions, and a big thank you for tuning in, and a big thank you to our Friso Good Poop Advisory panelists as well. Have a good day and see you at our next live right here on Mommy's Market. Remember, good poop matters, baby. Bye-bye.
Bye.